back in December, I was talking to this dude that I met off a Hinge, and within like 2-3 days, he had asked to FaceTime. I don't like FaceTime people. I don't like FaceTime people at all, but especially people that I don't know like that. So I told him, like, FaceTime can be a little uncomfortable for me, like, until I get to know a person, because...
So already off rip, the crazy part to me is like, you're on a dating app, but yet you're not cool with FaceTiming. But yet, come on now, y'all remember the show Catfish from MTV, right? So the way to navigate around that is being able to FaceTime to see, okay, is this person I want to spend my time with? Especially when you meet somebody on social media, you definitely want to be able to video chat somehow. So to me, that's kind of weird, because it's like, dang, we at a point now we can't even FaceTime. So how are we supposed to, what's the purpose of you even being on this app if we can't even FaceTime? Because FaceTime is the barrier for somebody to see, is this person real? What's their personality like? You get a quick glimpse of what they are like a little bit. I know you can't get a real glimpse. It's different than being in person. But before you meet with somebody in person, you want to be able to hit that FaceTime if you met them online. So to me, it's baloney that you're coming on a dating app, but yet, oh, I'm too shy to FaceTime. I'm too shy. But if Lil Baby hit you up, you wouldn't be too shy. If Chris Brown hit you up, you wouldn't be goddamn too shy. So why are you too shy with me? You know what I'm saying? So it makes me look at you with the, you know what I'm saying, with the little side eye type shit.
Can't just stand in the camera like, and I think I did like the moon emoji where it's like, so he was like, are you awkward? And I was like, I can be. And he was like, yeah, you can't be awkward around me. So I'm thinking he meant like in a comforting way, like, nah, we gotta change that. Or like, you know how some people be like, nah, it's impossible to feel awkward around me because I'm so chill, you know. But it just dawned on me, so I texted him back and I was like, I mean, it's not like debilitating or anything, like I just have to warm up to you. But yeah, that was like,
yeah, if you're meeting somebody on Instagram or especially a dating app, if they're not trying to FaceTime within the first, because it's BS, right? Any chick I meet, especially from a dating app, the ones that I go on to deal with in person, typically they were cool in the beginning with doing a FaceTime within 1 or 2 days of me even meeting them online. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of BS, because it's like that FaceTime is the barrier that's going to separate me from other men. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because for me, I'm not trying to just text you on the app or on Instagram and then meet up with you in person. So you have to, like, what, like, you got to warm up to words on a, like, you warming up to text messages? That's crazy. Because I promise you, a woman that's warming up to text messages, they gonna waste your time. They gonna waste your time. They gonna move on to the next, and they actually gonna go FaceTime with a dude they actually like. So that's why that's bullshit.
like December, and I just now realized I never heard from him again. So that got me to thinking, like, when he said you can,
Hey, he stood on business, man. He stood on bit, because to me, I will be the same exact way. It's like you always want to call a woman's bluff, right? If you're not cool with doing a FaceTime because you have to warm up to me, I had a woman say that to me a couple weeks ago. Like, I was like, hey, we should definitely FaceTime after we didn't message for 5 or 6 messages. And she was like, oh, let's get to know each other a little bit more. Guess what? I played along with it, and guess what? She stopped messaging me. So it's BS. It's a BS game, because everybody knows online the goal is to get off the app. Even if you're on Instagram, the goal is to get off of it and to meet up in person. That's the goal. Because the purpose of a dating app is to get to meet each other in person. You know what I'm saying? So it's BS when you say, oh, let's get to know each other more. No. How are we supposed to even get to know each other more, but we can't even freaking FaceTime? What type of sense does that make?
be like that around me. I don't think it was comforting. I think he was basically being like, yeah, you don't bring that weird shit around me. And honestly, hell yeah, brother. Respect.
Hey, let's look at I thought the comments were interesting on this video, so let's kind of go through some of the comments real quick. This dude Monty was like, she can't FaceTime, but she can go live on TikTok, LOL. And that's real. It's like you can't FaceTime, but you're on the computer, on the phone screen talking on TikTok about your experience, but you can't FaceTime. But you're not acting shy talking to the camera. Okay. And then a girl responded to the comment and said, you genuinely don't understand the difference between recording a minute-long video by yourself and having a camera. I don't know if this is her, but she said a camera one-on-one convo with a stranger. You're talking through a computer screen. What's intimidating about that? If you can't talk through a computer screen with somebody, you must be one of the most awkwardest people in the freaking world, because that's crazy. Somebody else said, shout out to Free. Free was like, FaceTime is mandatory. I agree with you. It's mandatory. Like, that's the barrier between us meeting in person. And I'm going to be honest with you. In the last 3 years, 98% of the women I meet are cool with doing a FaceTime after like 5 or 6 messages. I promise you. Because that FaceTime is where we're able to see like an actual video, like a real person. So it's like, if you're not even willing to do that, you BSing me. You wasting my time. That's why Buddy just said, you know what? I'm done with it. He moved on because it's a waste of time. You want me to get to know you more. The fuck? Get to know you more. So we got to keep messaging each other until you just stop texting me back? Nah, I'm straight. Somebody was like, Joe was like, how you meet on an app and don't want to FaceTime? That's the whole point I said in the video. You meet me on the app, but yet you don't want to FaceTime. Crazy. Somebody said day naps in general is so cooked. How you expect to warm up to someone if you don't talk to them? I agree with the second half of that. How do you expect to warm up to me if you're not willing to FaceTime? Because I agree with you, bro, because it's like, how are you? And then I guess this is her response. Yeah, that's her response. Ariel, she said we were talking. That's how he acts. Yeah, but it's like, okay, how do you expect me to warm up to you through us text messages? Because we all know women can get attention from dudes all day and never have any intention of seeing you. So that's why Buddy said, you know what, I'm dipping, because you'll sit here and waste my time, while in the meantime I could be with another woman who's down to FaceTime and down to link up and down to not waste my time. But I'm supposed to waste my time with you because you have to warm up to me because, you know, I'm kind of nervous getting on Face. I'm sure you get on FaceTime with strangers all the time. Fuck out of here. Somebody else, Tati said, I don't think that's the reason when you date online. There's a lot of fake people. So if you don't at least FaceTime to prove you're real, they'll disappear. I hate FaceTime too, but I had to learn the hard way. I rock with that. I rock with that. She's admitting that, look, online, come on now. We done heard the countless stories. There's so many catfish online. So it's like a video chat is the way. Y'all didn't seen the show Catfish. I remember when it first came out around like 2011, 2012, when it was like a new thing or whatever. But it's like video chat is the barrier to see if a person is real, because people can play fake all day through texting and typing, but you can't play fake through a video. AI can't get you to do a FaceTime. You gotta be actually a real person. So like she said, old girl said in the comments, yo, I hate FaceTiming, but guess what? I learned the hard way. Because if you're gonna, especially if you're gonna date online, if you're gonna do online dating, you have to be willing to do the FaceTime. That's the way to see if somebody is real or not. Somebody else was like, I'm the opposite. As soon as we exchange numbers, I'm FaceTiming unannounced. But I feel it though, like for real, like come on now, like come on. Somebody said after 2 to 3 days, plans need to be made out if chat. Okay, I don't know what that person was trying to say. Another woman was like, I especially hate FaceTiming people I don't know, whatever. Nelly was like, I prefer FaceTime before meeting. If I don't enjoy the vibe, we don't need to link afterwards. And Shorty actually, she agreed in the comments. She said that's a good point. That's the whole point of FaceTiming, to see if you actually want to meet up with the person. Because if the FaceTime doesn't go well, then what's the point of me linking with you? So the purpose of this message today is, if you are doing online dating, right? If a woman is not down to FaceTime with you after y'all been messaging for like 5 or 6 messages, right? If she's not down to FaceTime, and it don't got to be that same day, it could be days later or whatever, but it needs to be between y'all, after y'all messaging and before y'all actually link up, if y'all decide to link up after the FaceTime. If she's not willing to do the FaceTime, move on. You got to move on, because women will hit you with that. Like I said, a woman a couple weeks ago hit me with that same shit. Oh, let's get to know each other more. How are we getting to know each other? Through a text. Let's get and chicks nowadays, they'll try to act like FaceTime is like meeting in person. Like, oh, I can't FaceTime you because I need to get to know you more. What? We just talking through a phone. Like, what the fuck you mean? But yeah, you got to stand on business with these women, because the worst thing ever is to waste your time, right? Because again, women will just waste your time and they'll hit you with the, I got to get to know you more. But all that means is they're really not that interested. Because I guarantee you, if little baby said, hey, let's FaceTime before linking up, come on, do y'all really think she gonna tell little baby no? She'll miss out on the opportunity of her lifetime. So you got to think about it. Y'all remember those bracelets that said WWJD, like what would Jesus do? Well, you got to think about, what would she do for her celebrity crush? That's what you got to think about. Because would she tell Chris Brown no? Would she tell him, no, I don't really like to FaceTime strangers? Would she tell him that shit? That nigga will move on so quick, it wouldn't even be funny. So that's my whole point. You got to really call a woman's bluff. If she's not trying to FaceTime, peel. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got time to waste. We ain't got no time to waste. So like I said in every video, man, this is why we must continue to put ourselves first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. And guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.